Fellow YouTubers sitting here working on a staff, perfecting my staff making skills for Etsy so that I may build one for this next batch. However, I need to gather more staff making slash one making supplies. Pretty much exhausted to what I had overall, but for what I had on hand, it'll work until I do a more permanent seal on it. I'm not going to carry it around until it's got that permanent seal on it. But, yeah, it's a good place to start with it. Anyways, YouTube is a funny thing. It likes to recommend things to you. It doesn't really pay attention to what the video is, it just recommends it. So sometimes I'll watch video responses, so it recommends video responses, right? People responding to my content. This one chick that was talking mad smack said I was completely wrong about Cobra, and it's like, well, there you go. But then you get people who talk shit. This one dude literally does this live stream, or is reviewing all my content, and people are like, you gotta check out his guitar playing, man, it's pretty sick. And I demonstrated that earlier on my live stream, of course. But this dude's like, well, I've been playing for 2 years, you know what I'm saying? The dude who did the video said he was playing for 2 years and he's trying to critique my guitar playing. That's hilarious. I deal with so much crap, but I don't let it get to me because they're just jealous. And the thing of it is, he even reviewed my cooking. I even saw some asshole who recopied the deep fried avocado recipes out there insulting me the whole fucking video. And I'm like, I tell you what, Slick, when you've reached my level of fame, then you can talk some shit. This is my Troll Slayer goblet. When I get my YouTube money, I'm gonna drink some red wine out of this bitch. You can't tell me that's not sick. My fans send me cool shit like this. Okay, that's what's definitely what's up. When you become a master wine maker like myself, I'm making my life happen for me. The batch I got started on my wines looks fucking epic. For the moment, I'm drinking some water because it's good to keep hydrated, ladies and gents. I should be getting my YouTube money tomorrow for sure, because the 21st fell on a Sunday, which is today. Happy Father's Day to all the peeps out there, you know. And I want to say Happy Father's Day to Homeboy Scotty and my dad, because Homeboy Scotty's a dad of his own. And, you know how that rolls, man. Buddy. Refreshing. I get a chuckle at how desperate these trolls get. They claim to be my biggest haters, but they waste their entire fucking life thinking, how can I mess with Cobra? Why is this autistic weirdo more popular than me? It drives me mad. So they do everything in their power to fuck with my life because they're twice as miserable in life as I am. And quite honestly, YouTube, it's freaking sad. You know, they were fucking with me on my live stream earlier, and I pretty much ignored it. It was just, sometimes it's just pointless responding to them anymore. It's because it's what they want, you know. They're jealous of your fame, and you giving them any reaction is you recognizing them in some sense. But every once in a while, you gotta fuck with the trolls, because then that gives them the attention they so desperately crave. Like deprived and starved animals that they are. So when they come back for more, you know, that's a horrible way to look at it, but, you know, people do some really fucked up shit to mess with people. I've been swatted twice. I've had, you know, friends and family and women I've associated with harassed, and it's like, you feel good about yourself, man, because you're harassing someone who has autism and they don't care. But when they see that I practice demon magic, you're just like, I don't know if I want to mess with this dude. He knows some shit. And I could use my dark powers to fuck my trolls up, but honestly, it seemed like a waste of magic. Karma will get them in the end. I'd really use my magic to help people, make the world a little bit better. And a most recent example, I tried to do an auction for eBay that went completely successful. It's awesome. Everything's going the way it should be going, which is good. But the first time I tried doing it, the trolls flagged it as a false auction just because of how greased up the photos were in that pan and shit. So I washed it and took new photos of it, and then the contest winner got to see me cook a badass burger in it one last time, y'all, and that's what he wanted. And I'm gonna wash it out before I send it. That's because that's what the contest winner asked for. So that's how we do it. The important thing is we made $420.69 for Wyoming Hunger Initiative. There's a lot of negativity in our world, and it's a little something to make it not so negative, I guess. I'm a negative person, but if it gets to be too much, even I'm like, well, okay, hold up. It's ridiculous. And you can't let the trolls get to you. All you can do is live your best life. And it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or if you're an average person. People are going to talk shit on what you do. People see the way I dress and they're like, who the fuck are you trying to be? No one. I'm just being myself. I don't have to be something or someone, you know? That's the thing of it. Well, the best part about it is when my trolls try to critique or judge my life like they think they fucking know me. That's just, it's so fucking dumb. They overanalyze shit. I get called an alcoholic, but here I am drinking water, which I'm gonna get another glass of that. I can control when I like to drink and when I don't. If I was an alcoholic, I'd be bitching right now. You know what I'm saying? Fuck off. I mean, how fucking desperate are my trolls? I'm like, it just shows you that I'm getting famous on YouTube and people willing to waste their time reviewing my shit. And there's nothing you can do about it, man, but change your strategy. You know, for example, my wand business. Now with Copacraft Handmade Wands, I make a high quality, real, authentic magic wand. Something you could channel magic through. Simple enough. And I offer it at a fair price. Some of the work I do is, it's eye-catching, you know. I take pride in the fact that it's handmade. There's a lot of sanding and painting and wrapping and gluing and all this other shit. I'm actually building a staff right now for myself because I have plenty of YouTube money coming in and I could buy and build more staffs pretty easily. So I figured why not use that to practice so when I go to build one for Etsy, it looks just as good. I'm actually planning on making it glow in the dark. The whole fucking thing. So when you walk around hiking around in the daylight and then you walk home with it at night, it's just glowing. It's gonna have a crystal lamp much like the one that I'm making right now. And Yep, it's gonna look fucking sick, I tell you what. I'm trying to come up with different ways to make my wands. And sometimes I get a bit absorbed into it, and when I'm in that wand making mode, I zone and I make it. And well, the staff I'm making is almost done. I'm going to add a couple more things to it, of course, so that it's a bit more solid and doesn't break. But it's got a good start to it right now, where it's going to be solid for the most part. But I want to make sure that, if I'm walking with it, it doesn't pop out or anything with the crystal on the top. There's a lot that goes into making a crystal wand. It's a more delicate process. There's a lot more finicky things you gotta worry about. This is why the handheld ones that I make are much cheaper, because they're easier to make. Crystal wands take twice as long to dry, and yeah. An example of this, of course, would be one of the ones that I've made for Etsy, which would be this one right here. This is a finished product. And look at the grain of the wood. It formed a peace sign. I don't know how it did that. That's kind of cool. This will be offered on my Etsy with the batch. I'll be selling a staff to go with the rest of it too. So I'm trying to make the batch a little bit bigger. The ones I have for the batch right now look very nice. And check this out, YouTube. My female fans have been wanting more effeminate colors, so I made one that's pink and purple. I could do custom colors too. People have been asking, do I make the wands to pre-order? I could do pre-order, but the reason why I don't is because then a lot of people would want it, and it would take time out of making the batches themselves. And yeah. I'm gonna order some more shipping boxes when I get my YouTube monies, and get some more wand making supplies for sure. Right now I got about 12 wands in the batch ready to go, and I might sell 20 in the batch, make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, buddy. And that's the thing of it too. I probably could sell them around town if I found a right market for it. I've had several people drive by and shout, "Cobra, that's what's up!" So, really, you gotta focus on the people who support you, not these shit-talking losers. And just the other night, like I said in the video I made earlier, some dude was shouting "fuck Cobra" out the window, and I don't even know the person. I just thought he had cool neon lights underneath his car, so I'm like, "That's what's up, brah." And like, I don't know, I don't understand that. Now, I might get some people heated with my opinions. That's just how it is. Politically speaking, I'm independent. From what I've seen, Democrats and Republicans just like to point fingers at each other. If you support guns, you're a radical redneck Republican. If you hate guns, you're a libtard. It's fucking stupid. Even though one side supports them and the other side doesn't, commonly in the middle, both sides hate gun violence and they want it to end. So instead of focusing on who supports them and who doesn't, let's focus on ending gun violence. Wouldn't that be a lot smarter? Wouldn't that be a lot smarter than fighting over who supports them and who doesn't? Instead of doing that, we should focus on ending the violence itself. I don't get it. Like, doesn't that make sense? I mean, got the autistic saying it, of all things. That's why I don't let my trolls get to me, because there are bigger problems facing our world, unfortunately. it just gets to the point where I'm not trying to be offensive at all, YouTube. I'm not trying to be offensive. Hear me out. Oh, that's black. Oh, that's racist. Oh, that's white. You must be a racist. Ugh. And here's an example of this, and this is something to think about. The company that makes the Aunt Jemima pancake syrup is thinking about taking the lady off the bottle because of her racist roots. But she's also one of the first female African-American multimillionaires because of her syrup. So do you take it off the bottle or do you leave it on? Meanwhile, in the capital of Tennessee, they're replacing the statue head of the KKK leader with Dolly Parton. So that one, second one, I can understand 100%. But the first one really makes you think. Because when I look at that bottle, I don't see anything, the bottle of syrup, I see a sweet old lady who makes delicious syrup for your waffles and pancakes. I don't see a racist side to it. I feel like a lot of people are just looking for something to be pissed off about so they can rant and rave and justify their anger with the world. But at the same time, the world's full of shit, so there you go. That really kind of makes you think, doesn't it? It's perspective of things. The yin and the yang of life. Destructiveness breeds creativity. A lot of people have said that love and hatred are the same. And to some degree that's true. Because when you're infatuated with someone, you can't stop talking about them or thinking about them or obsessing over them. When you hate someone, you're jealous of them, you hate their life, you wish they were you or some kind of shit. So to some degree it's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll tell you what, YouTube. Can't let them assholes get to you, because as soon as they get to you, they're going to keep doing it, and 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 keep doing it. There was a story I covered on my YouTube channel a while back about this blonde female hunter. A female who hunts just like the boys, and regardless if she was attractive or not, it's irrelevant, but she happened to be super attractive and she loved to hunt. And she was doing it legally by law, which a lot of these so-called animal rights activists bitch when you hunt deer, but I'm like, it's population control. Yes, the deer are pretty to look at, but if there's too many of them, they'll overpopulate and die. I mean, for fuck's sake. And then you hear them bitching about the cow farts. So turn them into hamburgers and shut up about it. But it was quite amusing to see that my trolls extend so far into hating me that they're going to waste 3 or 4 hours reviewing my content. Like, what's this guy all about, you know? And they still can't figure me out. That's the kicker of it. So sort of this mysterious personality kind of thing. Yeah. And these trolls don't just harass me, they also harass my family and my friends. It's really fucking sad. They're jealous that I have so many people that care about me, and it pisses them off that I'm famous on top of it. It's like, oh, I wish I could be Cobra, but I can't. And sometimes it does get a little aggravating, but at the end of the day, I have fun with it because my trolls are stupid. Especially when you think about the live stream earlier, people would donate to $1 to $2 just to talk shit. And they think, oh well, and it's like, you don't have to donate money to talk shit. But thanks for your money anyway, you know? I don't get that. That's the weirdest thing, dude. It makes no fucking sense. I swear my trolls are on drugs, man. I mean, there are celebrities I dislike. I'm not going to give them money because that's a waste of my money, you know? I do get a chuckle out of it though because they try so hard to fuck with me and I always rise above it, and that's what pisses them off even more. Makes them more determined. And then the cycle just happens again and again and again and again and again. And they're relentless because they have no life. And it could be people who have just ordinary lives, but they're bored with it. Their ordinary life is boring, so fucking with someone who has autism, who doesn't have to do the things they do what they do, you know. I know a lot of people who would love to be a YouTube celebrity, and I'm grateful for that shit. You don't even know the half of it. You know, I appreciate when the fans come up to me in public and want to meet. That's cool, you know. I'm very humble in person, you know. Much like the awesome customers who buy my wands, I'm very thankful for my YouTube subscribers. That's why you see me doing weird shit like mixing Mountain Dew with milk, which looks insanely gross, but that's why it gets the views. They're like, who the fuck is this weird goth dude with this shit? Like, I don't know what to make of him. No, here's the thing, you gotta have a sense of humor with it, because think about it, it's Asperger's. It's a disease that makes you socially awkward with humans. And it's named after the dude who discovered it. Just happened to be poor timing on that. Now, personally speaking, I think learning to laugh at my disorder has been a lot more helpful than being depressed about it. There been some real fucked up cases where people have had it, and autism tends to get a bad name because of the assholes, just like anything else. That argument aside, though, fuck my trolls. I got a real chuckle out of it earlier too when I pulled out my acoustic guitar and started shredding on that biatch. People who like to say shit. Now, to be fair, I've had a lot of people say I suck at guitar. That's just a natural thing you do. And I wouldn't say I suck at it, I say I'm getting better at it. There's a different way of looking at it, I suppose. But most of the people doing it don't even play guitar, which makes me laugh even harder. But then you get the ones that do, they've only been playing for like 1 to 2 years and they think they know everything. I don't know like the names of scales, and you know, I just play it, and you know, just displayed that I'm capable of playing it. You can't let these haters get to you, man. Because honestly, I'm getting $1,000 this week in YouTube money. I mean, you can't beat that. You really can't. I don't like drama. I try to avoid it. And honestly, I end up dealing with it on social media. So I take a break from it, go hang out with people, and chill out, whatever, you know. And then I escape it, and then I deal with it in real life too. No. Sometimes it's just sometimes it's just best to stay out of certain situations. Yeah, sometimes it's just best to stay out of certain situations and leave it at that. Like if you call to hang out with someone and they're like, now's not a good time, kind of thing. Yeah. Leave it at that, YouTube. It is what it is, YouTube. You know, you can't let drama get to you. You can't let haters stop you. And that's just it. A lot of the comments I got when I got swatted the second time were in support. But you got that one asshole who's like, oh, I bet this is going to be the last of his videos. And here I am still making them. It's funny as fuck, though. They try to control my life, but really I control theirs. If you think about it. Oh my god, Cobra got a Cradle of Filth tattoo. What the fuck's wrong with him? And he tattooed his knuckles with an Aussie logo. What is he, a metalhead or something? I'm like, some troll made a smart ass comment on my live stream earlier. Is this a new Aussie song? And I sarcastically replied, no. But this is, and then I sang it. I thought I did pretty nice on that, to be honest. But, did I get a copyright strike for that bitch? Let's see. Hold up. I did not. It's still playable. Fucking sweet. Oh, for the most part, it looks like YouTube hasn't copyright striked me for that. Fucks to the yeah, buddy. And it has 54 likes and 46 dislikes. People are gonna be jealous that, oh wait, he talks a lot of shit and says he's really good at guitar, and then he actually proves it. I mean, he doesn't know a whole lot of songs, but he can shred. It's ridiculous. Ew-wee. Yeah, buddy. But like I said, YouTube, don't let the asshole trolls get to you, man. No, if you decide you want to be a famous YouTuber, fair warning, it's not easy. You're going to deal with a lot of assholes and a lot of crap. So, the payoff is pretty sweet once you get to that point, but at what cost? I see people doing really dumb shit on YouTube to get noticed, and it's like, no. No. Then of course, that's the kind of crap that makes YouTubers look bad. You know, some person who doesn't know a whole lot about it, but they know enough of what's been going on recently. Oh, you're a YouTuber, huh? So do you eat Tide Pods, or do you eat chalk? Or do you eat 2 spoonfuls of cinnamon and cough up all over yourself? No. No. And then you see people snorting condoms, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's how you know abstinence only doesn't work. The education system, at least. Savage meme. Now, I made this meme that showed someone with a condom snorted up their nose. I made a abstinence only education doesn't work meme, and it was pretty freaking savage. I mean, this is why Europe has a low pregnancy rate. Shut up, Josh. Like, I'm not trying to dog on my own country, but god damn it, dude. And there are bigger problems facing the world we live in today. You know, that's why I try not to get bummed out or bullshitted by the shit that I go through, you know? I tell you what, YouTube. The second time I got swatted was the reason that the troll called it in was just them ripping on me super hard because I don't have a girlfriend yet. The fact that I have enough patience to wait and they're sitting there trying to rush it, and every relationship they end in sucks. Tell you what. It's ridiculous, YouTube. And a lot of people go, why should we trust Cobra? Where's his dating advice coming from? Listening to what women and men bitch about when it comes to dating. You see it all over social media. But aside from that, YouTube, I tell you what, fuck the trolls, dude. Because when some people have taken my dating advice and it actually works, I tell you what, they'll be sitting there going, shit, man. But when a more validated celebrity says hookup culture sucks, people take them more seriously because they got more subscribers. I've seen that double standard. So that double standard goes both ways, YouTube. To some degree, it's a bitch, but also it's also funny because you got someone who has less subscribers than you talking shit, but you could also have someone who has less subscribers than you saying the same shit you're saying. That really is something to think about, YouTube. It is late, and it is Sunday. Just want to wrap this shindig up. Fuck the trolls, dude. They're desperate, sad little fucks. I'll catch you cool cobras on the next video.